Bowling Green, this is Eagle 102, broadcasting 24/7, 365, KJFM Radio, Eagle 102. Area High School Baseball is on the air. Every week, Eagle 102 brings you the best of area high school sports. On air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM Radio app. Now to the diamond for high school baseball on your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.
And good afternoon and welcome to Bowling Green High School Monday evening baseball on KJFM as the Bowling Green Bobcats welcome in the Palmyra Panthers tonight. We'll talk about it when we start the pregame show for you next here on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Ink Therapy and Body Piercing, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, PJ Salon, and Tim Carter, candidate for mayor.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, and MLS number 407724.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Mark Fronick, Maddie Ingram back here in the broadcast booth getting ready for the Bobcats and the Palmyra Panthers. And, Maddie, the Bobcats are out to a hot start. They had a good weekend, a big win and a close game over a Final Four team from a year ago in Ellsbury. And Palmyra, they're off to a slow start here in this 2022 campaign.
Yes, Palmyra is off to 0-4 on the season, and they've let every team that they've played go into double digits. So they've given up quite a few runs this year. But Bowling Green, they've been off to a hot start, 3 wins so far. So they've only played 3 games, and they've all been on Saturdays.
Yeah.
So this is their first weekday game, so we'll see how that goes. But the good news is Palmyra lost to Ellsbury, and so Bowling Green just came off that win over the weekend, 3-2 over Ellsbury. So that kind of shows that this game may be a little bit in their favor, hopefully, because they did pick up that win, but Palmyra did fall to Ellsbury 12-6 earlier in the season.
And that kind of a mixed triple header that they had here on at Bowling Green on Saturday. The Bobcats picked up 2 of their 3 wins, beat up on Herman pretty good, and then, like you said, the 3-2 win over Ellsbury. But this is a team that has a lot of talent, and they've got some pop in their bats as well, coming from their guy behind the plate, Cooper Keel.
Cooper Keel, he had 7 RBIs against Louisiana. He had a grand slam in that game. He also had a home run against Herman. So he's picked up quite a few runs from the batter's box this season, and he's a wall behind the plate as well. You can definitely tell he's a leader on the field, and he's a very vocal leader as well. So not only is he doing it through action, he's doing it through his voice as well. And
he's healthy. He finished last season a little dinged up. He's back there, and he's ready to go here in the new campaign. 3-0 are the Bobcats, and Palmyra, like you said, off to an 0-4 start. So should be an interesting matchup today. We'll take a break and talk about our keys to the game in just minutes on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by La Crosse Lumber in Louisiana, Meyer Implement Company, and Lynn's Heritage House.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. During the process, I'll work closely with your lender and other professionals to make it as effortless as possible. I'm here with you every step of the way, so when you're ready to buy or sell, call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Time now for the Eagle 102 Keys to the Game on KJFM, sponsored by Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate in Louisiana.
Our keys for Bowling Green in this matchup against the Palmyra Panthers. It's the same thing, we said during football season, during basketball season. You don't get many opportunities when Palmyra is down. So you got to be sharks. You got to go for blood. You got to take out years of frustration on a team like this. And you got to be aggressive.
Oh, yeah. Palmyra is a team that's, historically good.
Yeah.
And like you said, as you mentioned, it's really uncharacteristic for them to have an off year or a down year. So you want to try to get those wins while you can. And so Bowling Green wants to take advantage of this today. And they've had a very hot start to their season. They put up quite a few runs, and we want to see them carry that over to today. So carry those hot bats and carry that confidence they've had with those last 3 wins to today.
And this is a Bobcat team that can be aggressive but also stay selective. They're very disciplined at the plate. We've seen that from this group for the last couple of years. Having this group together still is a big important piece for this Bowling Green team.
Yeah, and they've also done a lot of growing up. I mean, they had that year where they didn't get to play a lot of ball because of COVID. I mean, they had that season that was taken away from them. And last year they kind of had to get back into the swing of things. And Coach Matt Jane, I was talking to him before the game, and he said, over the summer they did a lot of growing up. Last season they did a lot of growing up, and he said this year I think they have what it takes, and they've really got it figured out. And so if they can bring that approach to the rest of the season and to today's game, I think that they will have what it takes.
That's good, because I want to be doing ball games into near June or beyond.
Me too. I'm happy to do it.
Those are our keys to the game. We'll have our starting lineups for you next on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Ink Therapy and Body Piercing, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, PJ Salon, and Tim Carter, candidate for mayor.
Hello, this is Brittany Hinkey with Community State Bank of Missouri. Now is the perfect time to start saving for retirement. Community State Bank offers competitive rates on traditional and Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax deferred or tax free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repairs. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Some never even fill their prescription, even if they don't feel well. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, your local Health Mart pharmacy is here to help. For fast, friendly service and affordable prices every day, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And our starting lineups for this ball game. First for the visiting Palmyra Panthers. They're coached by Mark Lohmann, assisted by Ian Cassidy and Matt Thomas. They'll start a center fielder, number 4, Alex Wilson. Batting second is the catcher, number 8, Alex Lohmann. Shortstop in the 3 spot, number 1, Landon Smith. Batting cleanup is the third baseman, number 31, Adam Goodwin. Then the pitcher, number 15, Ethan Tallman. First baseman bats 6, 0, Nolan Richards. Second baseman in the 7 spot, number 20, Colby Cook. Batting 8th is the right fielder, John Lundberg. And batting 9th is the left fielder, number 3, Braden Shannon. So again, it's Wilson, Lohmann, Smith, Goodwin, Tallman, Richards, Cook, Lundberg, and Shannon for Palmyra. For the Bowling Green Bobcats, they're coached by Matt Jane, assisted by Mike Jennings. They'll lead it off with the right fielder, number 5, Walker Chandler. Batting second, the third baseman, number 4, Caden Chandler. Catcher bats third, number 9, Cooper Keel. In the cleanup spot is the shortstop, number 15, Cody Pogue. Batting fifth, the center fielder, number 30, Owen Niemeyer. Then the first baseman, number 35, Adam Twellman. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 18, DJ Feldman. Then the DH, number 34, Alex Miller. And batting ninth is the left fielder, number 31, Zach Gibson. Pitching and fielding only is number 1, Camden Fisher. So it's Chandler, Keel, Pogue, Niemeyer, Twellman, Feldman, Miller, and Gibson for the Bobcats. Those are your starting lineups. We've got baseball just minutes away. They're exchanging lineup cards at home plate now, and we'll get the teams on the field after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lacrosse Lumber in Louisiana, Meyer Implement Company, and Lynn's Heritage House.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown's Smokehouse Meats.
Going through full introductions on the field as we get ready for action here from Bowling Green as the Bobcats take on the Palmyra Panthers. Bowling Green 3-0, Palmyra 0-4 on the season, and some of those losses for Palmyra: Fulton 10-2, Southern Boone 13-3, Ellsbury 12-6, and QND 15-0. So the competition has been pretty stiff for Palmyra so far this season, but Bowling Green is also stiff competition. They're off to that 3-0 start, 13-1 over Louisiana, 13-6 over Herman, and 3-2 over Ellsbury. So
all some very good teams on both sides.
Yeah, Louisiana is off to a really good start. That's their only loss so far through our broadcast last week. So, so that's a quality opponent. And they've gone through it unscathed so far. Like you said, all their action on Saturdays, the past 2 Saturdays, because of all the rain we've had.
Yeah, so they've had to kind of shift their schedule around. Luckily, they're getting their first weekday game today. The sun's out, and we have a pretty nice day for baseball, so hopefully it stays that way and they get a couple more games in over the course of the next couple of weeks. But Bowling Green averaging 9 runs a game at this point because they've had 2 games where they put up 13 runs, which is a pretty big number. But 9 runs a game where Palmyra is only averaging 2 runs a game. So, but they've allowed 50 runs this season already. So they've only scored 11 runs. So it's kind of a little bit different than what Bowling Green's doing.
So that's our overview for this one. We'll take a break, come back with more from Bowling Green High School after this on Eagle 102.
Non-Roth IRAs. Unlike most investments, some contributions may be tax deductible and will grow either tax-deferred or tax-free. Come in and see one of our IRA representatives in Troy or Bowling Green to maximize your savings opportunities today. Community State Bank of Missouri, your hometown community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Lacrosse Lumber Company in Louisiana is your one-stop shop for all things handy, including building materials, paint, windows, doors, electrical supplies, hardware items, and more. From home construction to DIY projects to home renovations, Lacrosse Lumber Company in Louisiana offers a wide variety of products and services sure to meet your residential and commercial needs. Stop in today and mention Bulldog Athletics for 15% off your purchase. Visit Lacrosse Lumber in Louisiana, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873.
Go where the herd goes with the fast, durable Kubota Sidekick, featuring a gas-powered engine that delivers a top speed of 40 miles per hour, best-in-class acceleration and handling with cargo, and the strength to haul what needs hauling, all backed by a 2-year, 1,000-hour warranty. Herd cattle, mend fences, and get every job done right with the Kubota Sidekick. Visit your local Kubota dealer today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Meyer Implement Company in Bowling Green and Monroe City. We appreciate your business.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Set the defense for the Bobcats ahead of this top of the first inning. Zach Gibson is in left, Owen Niemeyer in center, Walker Chandler is in right, Caden Chandler is the third baseman, Cody Pogue at short, DJ Feldman at second base, and Adam Twellman over at first. Cooper Keel behind the plate. And taking his warm-up tosses right now is number 1, Camden Fisher. Beautiful day for a ball game. Not quite sun's out, guns out, but it's at least a nice cloudless day for the most part.
A little bit warmer than it has been, too, so that is always nicer. And we're playing baseball today. It's not raining.
Exactly.
That's the good news.
That was in the forecast, and we actually got some sprinkles overnight.
Mm-hmm.
But this field looks good, and we're ready for action here from Bowling Green High School as the Bobcats take on the Palmyra Panthers here this afternoon. Alex Wilson, Alex Lohmann, and Landon Smith, the first 3 to bat for the Panthers. If anyone gets on, Adam Goodwin will bat in that cleanup spot. As the throw goes down, we're ready for baseball here at Bowling Green. Wilson will take the long route around the circle of dirt at home plate. Grass infield here at Bowling Green.
It's like one of the only fields that has a grass infield in the area.
In this county, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So Fisher's ready, Wilson's ready, and the first pitch of this ball game is up high for ball 1. We are underway here on a Monday evening. The 1-0 pitch, up high again, 2-0. So Fisher's come out, delivered the first 2 high. Maybe a little energy, nervous energy, and he gets a strike call on the inside corner to make it 2 balls and 1 strike.
Fisher, he's a junior, and he has pretty quick pace here today, moving through that pitch count.
This one grounded to the second baseman. Feldman up with it, the throw over in plenty of time, and there's 1 away.
Feldman's pretty sturdy at second base. He's made quite a few very good plays this season already over there, and pretty much anything that's hit to him, he's going to pick it up and he's going to throw you out.
4-3 on the put out, and that'll bring in Alex Lohmann. Back-to-back Alexes to start the day for Palmyra. Both right-hand hitters, and the first pitch to Lohmann is called a ball. I think if that one was caught cleanly by Keel, he probably could have framed it for a strike. Handcuffed him a bit, and the 1-0 pitch is in there for strike 1. Base is empty, 1 down. 1-1 from Fisher from the full wind, delivers. Got the curveball in for strike 2.
Off speed kind of caught Lohmann off guard there.
1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next.
Hit him?
I think it went behind him. Back to the backstop. They'll get a new ball out to Fisher. 2-2 the count. As Lohmann did a little dancing. Fisher has his sign, winds and fires, and a swing and a miss. First strikeout of the afternoon. And the second out here in the top of the first inning.
It was a great pitch on that outside corner of the plate, right where Cooper Keel wanted it, and he fired that ball around the horn, and we have 2 outs pretty quickly here in the first inning.
That'll bring in Landon Smith, the shortstop. He wears number 1, and he takes the ball high and tight. He wasn't going to do any dancing out of the way of that one.
He was going to let it in.
The 1-0. Said time called at the plate. Now Fisher ready. And there's a swing and a miss. One after the high heat there came up empty. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's another one in there. Another breaking ball for strike 2.
Fisher has thrown that ball in the zone and catching corners today.
The 1-2 pitch. That one just misses, and the count goes to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now the first and third baseman back up with the count even at 2-2. This one grounded foul past third. And a nice stop by Lohmann. Mark Lohmann, the third base coach. He didn't field it cleanly, but he kept it from going down the line.
That's the best you can do sometimes. Those balls kind of hurt.
Yeah, barehanding, yeah. Another 2-2 pitch with the bases empty and 2 down, and this one's grounded to the third baseman. Getting over on it is Caden Chandler. Long throw across. Good stretch up in the air by Twellman. Good thing he's tall. That was a high throw. And a 1-2-3 top of the first inning for the Bowling Green Bobcats. They'll come to bat in the bottom half of the inning. No score on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lacrosse Lumber in Louisiana, Meyer Implement Company, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Lynn's Heritage House isn't your average senior living facility. At Lynn's, residents have an abundance of social and recreational activities, including trips to the Twin Pike Family YMCA, numerous craft projects, and even the occasional day trip around Pike County. As a resident, you can enjoy the same independent lifestyle you've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing that help is available when needed. For more information, visit Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana, or online at lynsheritage.com.
Hi, this is Jenny Elliott with Ink Therapy and Body Piercing in Bowling Green. I am a Missouri State licensed tattoo artist, and I am also licensed in body piercing.
It was on the high side of the zone, but 0-2, you're going to have to swing at that pitch. And that'll bring in Cooper Keel. So runner still at first, now 1 out. Not a very big lead for Walker Chandler, and he dives back in. They didn't even throw over. Just a step-off move.
Still not a very big lead by Chandler.
He's got a little more aggressive stance, though, with that lead off, and a little check swing and strike 1 to Cooper Keel.
1 out here in the bottom of the first inning, with a runner at first base for the Bobcats.
Looking for the game's first hit.
And Cooper Keel has typically been the guy to do it for the Bobcats.
He's ready. They set up outside, way outside. And the pitch comes back across the middle for strike 2. That's a catcher being sold on the positioning of the opposing catcher.
Conference at the mound between Tallman and Lohmann.
Yeah, that was definitely not what Lohmann was expecting or calling for there.
No.
So they get back on the same page.
I was looking for some sort of joke to go with. He was looking to go tall, and the other was looking to go low, but it just wasn't going to work out.
0-2 pitch to Cooper Keel, and that is just off the corner. He hit his spot that time, but it was outside.
Framed very well.
Yeah.
He sold me. A little off center, though, from up here.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out and a runner at first base. Keel, they set up outside again. Reaching for it and grounds it to the first baseman. Nice backhand by Richards. He'll step on the bag for the second out. Runner advances to second on the play.
So Chandler is standing up at second base. Keel is thrown out at first base.
Really nice play going down to a knee for Nolan Richards. 3 on assisted on the put out, and that'll bring in Cody Pogue. Got a runner in scoring position now, but 2 down. And the pitch from Tallman to Pogue. Is a strike called. That one looked a little outside as well.
So Chandler, Keel, Pogue, Niemeyer, Twellman, Feldman, all seniors.
Yeah, this is a veteran lineup for the Bobcats. Outside. That one just a little bit further than the last, and the count goes even at 1-1.
As of right now, Cooper Keel, Cody Pogue both committed to play baseball at the next level. Cooper Keel headed to Central Methodist University. Cody Pogue going to Quincy University.
There's a strike called. That one backed up across the zone, started inside. And a 1-2 count. Pogue. Set up outside. Pitch a little too far. Throw down to second and just around the tag. And then actually popping up off the bag was the runner Chandler.
He came up looking a little frantic.
Yeah. That was a huge lead off of second base he had.
That was a great throw down by Lohmann. I think that Chandler is just going to stay a little bit closer to the bag this time.
And a swing and a miss. And the strikeout ends the bottom of the first inning. Bowling Green leaves a runner in scoring position. We head to the second. No score. Bobcats and Palmyra coming up on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Ink Therapy and Body Piercing, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, PJ Salon, and Tim Carter, candidate for mayor.
Hello, Louisiana. My name is Tim Carter, and I'm running for Louisiana mayor this Tuesday, April 5th. I have over 20 years in public service with business experience managing budgets, policies, and personnel. As a full-time mayor, I will have an open-door policy. I believe this election is the time for needed change within our local government. Everyone will have a voice in our future. This includes our taxes. I will not ask for a tax increase until we have earned the right to ask our citizens for it. This requires us to show what our plans are and demonstrate what we are working towards to that end. Please vote for me, Tim Carter.
Paid for by Tim Carter for Mayor Committee.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repair. Hi, folks. My name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Top of the second inning for Palmyra, it'll be Goodwin, Tallman, and Richards. The 4, 5, and 6 innings after the first 3 went down in order to start the ball game. First pitch from Camden Fisher is a little bit high.
Fisher had a great first inning. He picked up 1 strikeout, and he had 2 ground balls, so that's a pretty good ground ball ratio there.
This one popped up. Short right, coming out on it is Feldman. He dives and he makes the catch in short right field, and it's called by the home plate umpire. I think the field umpire got a little turnaround on the play.
He came up showing the ball, saying, look what I have. I have the ball, and you're out.
Rob Mundy, the home plate umpire. Rick Hawkins, the field umpire here this afternoon.
So that is the first out of the second inning.
That brings in Tallman, and he grounds it back to the pitcher. Underhand throw over to first to Twellman, and quickly 2 outs, and the first 5 have been retired by Camden Fisher. Takes care of that one on his own. It'll bring in the first baseman, Nolan Richards.
So throwing strikes is Fisher, making Palmyra put the ball in play and letting the defense work.
Well, that's going to be important. They've got to take advantage of bloop hits like that in this ball game, or else they're never going to get anything going against this Bowling Green team. Hit it where they aren't.
They've got great defense.
Strike on the first pitch, strike on the second pitch. As Fisher continues to work quickly. The 0-2 looking for strikeout number 2, and it bounces in front of the plate.
Got on top of that one just a little bit too much and put it in the dirt.
Overcooked it. Ball and 2 strikes now. And a swing and a miss. And that is the second strikeout and the end of the top of the second inning. Still 0-0 here at Bowling Green High School. Go to the bottom half after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by LaCrosse Lumber in Louisiana, Meyer Implement Company, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Great hair doesn't happen by chance. It happens by an appointment with PJ Salon. Make your appointment today and look your absolute best. PJ Salon in the Raintree Mall in Louisiana is your full-service salon, offering manicures, pedicures, tanning, and much more. Gift certificates for your someone special are always available, and walk-ins are welcome at PJ Salon. You may have 99 problems, but your hair doesn't have to be one of them. PJ Salon in Louisiana.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM, brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Bottom of the second inning. And Owen Niemeyer will lead things off. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Bobcats as they left a runner in scoring position in the bottom of the first. Neither side has a hit. The only base runner on a hit by pitch for the Bobcat leadoff man, Chandler.
That was Walker Chandler.
That one's fouled back as Niemeyer goes up there ripping.
So Niemeyer, Twellman, Feldman, all seniors for the Bobcats. Twellman had a great game against Herman the other day. He actually had 6 RBIs. Wow. He had a home run. So he had a great game against Herman. Bowling Green put up 13 runs in that game.
And the 0-1 is low to even the count at a ball and a strike. I don't think they're playing him quite deep enough. Kind of straight away all around the outfield.
Yes, they are.
And a swing and a miss as he pulled off that one. 1-2.
Bowling Green being aggressive in their swings, but it seems like they need to wait back just a little bit and go after a pitch that they want to hit.
And we'll see if the top of the order makes that adjustment the second time around as that one goes up high, 2-2. You always want to see what the pitcher has to offer. You'd love to strike early, but learn from each at bat. The 2-2 pitch. That one didn't drop down, and the count goes full. First full count for either pitcher this afternoon.
Niemeyer made the strike zone a little bit smaller, helping himself a little bit there. Squatted down.
And from the full windup, Ethan Tallman kicks and delivers. And he misses low and away, and it's a leadoff walk. Second time the leadoff man has been aboard for the Bobcats.
Now batting, first baseman, number 35, Adam Dwellman.
That brings in Twellman. And he has some classic walk-up music.
As I mentioned, Twellman, 6 RBIs on Saturday against Herman.
That one misses low, 1-0.
Potential to pick up 1 here today against Palmyra.
And the 1-0 in for strike 1. They're giving Tallman that high outside pitch.
The good news is it's consistent, so Bowling Green knows what to look for when they're going up there.
Runner goes, throw down, it's a good one, and off the glove of the shortstop and into the outfield, and all the way around to third is Owen Niemeyer.
Niemeyer has a little bit of speed, and he's just a smart base runner, so he's going to make people throw the ball down, and this is exactly what he did there. So Smith booted that ball to the outfield, and Niemeyer got to make it on over to third base. So now Bowling Green has a runner in scoring position here, and Twellman has the opportunity to knock him in.
That one back to the screen. They're going to try and score the run. Underhand to the plate, and he is safe. He beat it in there. Tallman says, I was there. Well, you didn't tag him. Run in for the Bobcats. They lead this game 1-0 here in the bottom of the second inning. Manufactured run for Owen Niemeyer. The count goes to 3-1. So Twellman, no RBI opportunity unless he drives himself in here.
But a chance to get things started again for the Bobcats. So
the 3-1, called a strike on that outside corner. On the previous play, the steal, Lohmann had a strong throw, but it tailed, which kind of got the shortstop into a dangerous area. There's a swing and a miss and a strikeout of Twellman.
It's the third strikeout of the day for Tallman.
Now batting, second baseman, number 18, DJ.
That'll bring in DJ Feldman. With the bases empty and 1 away. The first pitch from Ethan Tallman. Buckled the knees with the curveball there for strike 1. 1 on its way to Feldman. Looked at it, let it go for ball 1.
Just a little bit too far outside, but it was close enough where it was almost called a strike. Could have been.
Checked a swing, took a strike.
That was pretty much the same pitch.
Brought it back just a little bit. Now Feldman will call time behind the count 1-2. Bases empty, 1 out, 1-0 Bowling Green. Unearned run here in the bottom of the second. The 1-2 pitch, way outside that time, 2-2.
And what you'll see is people start trying to fish and try to hit things off the end of their bat, even if they don't want it, because that outside corner is being called.
Yeah. And the 2-2, kind of a
tied
up
there.
Swing there, yeah, and a swing and a miss for strike 3. That's the second out.
That makes strikeout number 4.
Now batting, DH, number 34, Alex Miller.
That'll bring in Miller. In the number 8 spot. And the first pitch to him is grounded to the second baseman. Charging on it is Cook. He makes the in-between hop play, underhands it to Richards, and the inning comes to an end. So Bowling Green gets a run on a walk and then a stolen base, error, and a wild pitch. Funny way to get a 1-0 lead as we go to the third. Palmyra coming up on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Ink Therapy and Body Piercing, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, PJ Salon, and Tim Carter, candidate for mayor.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance Agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
We are working quickly here this afternoon. 1-0 Bowling Green after 2 full innings. Mark Froelich, Maddie Ingram here at Bowling Green High School. And for the Panthers, it'll be Cook, Lundberg, and Shannon. And he lifts one into center on the first pitch. Sizing it up is Niemeyer. He makes a two-handed grab. 1 pitch, 1 out. And we continue to work fast here behind Camden Fisher.
Fisher is working effectively because he's throwing strikes. He's working quickly. He's working at his own pace. He's really controlling this game, which is good for him, and he's letting his defense work.
Maybe just to slow things down, Lundberg goes down the third baseline to talk to head coach Mark Lohmann. See if they can figure something out here against Fisher.
Trying to create his own pace of the game.
He wears number 2 as the right fielder.
Fisher's just like, come on, step in the box, please.
I'm up here, I'm waiting, and he delivers, and it's a pitch high for ball 1.
Just missed.
So the strategy worked, at least for that pitch. The 1-0. Up over his head, 2 balls and no strikes. He wants him right back in that box, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
This one back up the middle, and that's the first base hit of the ball game for either side. As the number 8 man Lundberg just went with it and drove it right back through the box.
And that ball had like kind of a weird skip to it. I don't know if it hit the grass and then went over the bag or how it really got to the outfield, but by the time it got to Owen Niemeyer's glove, I think Owen Niemeyer was like, please don't go over my glove.
Yeah. It was hopping funny for sure. And
maybe it was just the spin of the ball, and but something was moving weird.
There's a strike on the first pitch to Braden Shannon. Number 9 man's the left fielder. Runner takes his lead off first, and that pitch is high for ball 1. First base runner for the Panthers. Here in the top of the third inning. And that streak of 7 in a row to start the game retired by Fisher, and that one bounces in. 2 balls and a strike.
It's the first hit for either side today.
But Bowling Green leads at 1-0. The next, swung on and missed. Snap throw to first, and it's off the glove of Twellman. He tried to spin back. Runner won't go anywhere. The throw beat him. Twellman tried a spin tag, and it just went off the edge of his glove.
So Twellman kind of jumped up in the air and tried to spin at the same time, and it just kind of, that first baseman's mitt hit off the side of the, first baseman's mitts are kind of large, but it hit off the large side of that glove.
That one a little bit low, 2-2 the count. Excuse me, 3-2 the count. Here to Braden Shannon, first 3-2 count of the afternoon for Fisher. This one is rocketed into left, and a nice play by Gibson. Ball kind of took off on him a bit. Throw back into first, and in safely is Lundberg.
Gibson had to do a little bit of correcting there. His first step was in, and then that ball started to carry a little bit more, and he had to take a step back and had to do a little bit of a jump move, and he fired it in quickly, and that ball was fired back over to first base. They almost had a play on Lundberg.
Yeah, Lundberg got back in just by a step because that's a force play, not a tag play. And this one is hit foul past the Bowling Green dugout. And they're starting to get some rips in here on Fisher.
Wilson, his first at bat, he had a ground ball to second base, and he was thrown out by DJ Feldman. So let's see what he does here with 2 outs.
Runner at first and 2 down. Fisher Kicks and delivers. First time we've seen him pitch from the stretch here in this ball game. He misses for a 1-1 count. Looks at that runner at first over his shoulder, now delivers, and this one is grounded slowly to the third baseman. He can't handle it. He was looking to see which runner he should go after, and the ball just handcuffed him a bit, so Chandler will be charged with an error, and there's runners at first and second. So a hit and an error as Palmyra trying to draw even here in the top of the third inning. Brings in Alex Lohmann.
So runners at first and second base with 2 outs. Lohmann struck out his first at bat.
Time called as the pitch was coming in, and they're going to call balk. So the runners will advance to second and third as a balk called on Fisher. So now Bobcats in a heap of trouble here. Runners at second and third. There are 2 down, and the pitch up and in for ball 1.
So Fisher's pace is thrown off a little bit. You can see that he's a little frustrated. So let's see if he reels it in and collects himself, comes back here.
1-0. That one on the corner for strike 1. First time he's really ventured out that way with the fastball.
Mm-hmm. He's really stayed on that inside corner, or he's really painting the black on that outside corner. He hasn't gotten too far out with that outside pitch.
This one grounded up the middle. Big hop, and it's off the shortstop. Pogue. A run comes in. Here comes another, and it's 2-1 Palmyra here in the top of the third inning. That'll be an error on Pogue.
So 2 errors now for the Bobcats just in this inning. 2 infield errors in a row.
That'll bring in Landon Smith with the runner at second. And 2 down. So the balk hurts. They probably would have tied it, but now Palmyra has the lead because there was 2 runners in scoring position. That ball up and in for ball 1. And the next on its way. There's a strike called. Evens things up to Landon Smith. Adam Goodwin, the batter on deck. Bowling Green wants to see him lead off the next inning. Curveball swung on and missed. Kind of pulled the string on him there. He was way out in front in that off-speed pitch. 1-2.
Runner at first base. Trying to get that third out, which is sometimes the hardest thing to do.
Runner going, swung on and missed. He may have got a piece of it, but it was held on to by Cooper Keel, and that'll bring the inning to an end. 2 runs crossed for the Panthers. They now lead Bowling Green 2-1 as we head to the bottom of the third inning on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by La Crosse Lumber in Louisiana, Meyer Implement Company, and Lynn's Heritage House.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock, agent, and Perkins Electrical Services.
Tallman just back out to the mound. He'll start his warm-up tosses ahead of the bottom of the third inning as Palmyra is pulled ahead, taking advantage of a couple of Bowling Green errors to go up 2-1 here as we head to the bottom of the third.
It'll be Gibson, Walker Chandler, Caden Chandler, and if they get on, it'll be Cooper Keel for the Bobcats. So looking to get something started here as they trail Palmyra 2-1.
Gibson picked up a hit in that Ellsbury, or game against Ellsbury on Saturday. been kind of off to a slow start. Maybe that'll get him going here. He bats in that number 9 spot. Where's number 31? He's the left fielder.
He's just a sophomore, so he's still pretty young, trying to get his feet underneath of him and trying to get some experience. But, I mean, he's a sophomore and he's starting varsity. He's started every varsity game this season, so.
Ball goes down, and we're ready for action here in the bottom of the third as Bowling Green still looking for their first hit of this ball game. The only run came when a walk and a stolen base turned into a error on that steal, and then scoring on a wild pitch.
So looking for their first hit today.
They have had the leadoff batter on in each of the first 2 innings. Showing bunt, and he bunts it right back to the pitcher. Tallman says, I'll take it. Throw over to first is not in time. Woo.
Gibson's quick.
Yeah, kind of like a second leadoff man out of that number 9 spot. So the leadoff man on for the 3rd consecutive inning, and that's Bowling Green's first hit of the afternoon.
Was bumped for a base hit there.
That's not how you want to do it, bunting it right back to the pitcher, but he has the wheels to leg it out. Takes a nice lead off of first base. Step off move by Tallman. Now he'll throw over. Back in safely is Gibson.
He gets dirty and he's back up and tormenting Tallman again.
The underclassmen can be pests on the base pass, can't they? That one hit back here. And it'll drop short of our broadcast position for strike 1. Walker Chandler, he was hit by a pitch to lead off the game for Bowling Green. Was stranded at second base. He set up outside this time, and he takes a strike out there on the corner. All day, that's been called a strike.
Bowling Green's going to have to swing the bat. They've had quite a few strikeouts already today. It's up to 4, which is enough. I mean, that's half your lineup, almost.
That one just misses the corner. It's a ball and 2 strike count. The way that's being called on 0-2, I may have stepped out and taken a swipe at that one.
At least get a bat on it, foul it off.
Runner takes his lead off first. 1-2 is swung on and missed. And down on strikes is Walker Chandler for the first out.
That makes strikeout number 5.
Third baseman.
And that'll bring in Caden Chandler, who struck out looking his first time up.
I think his walk-up song is from Madagascar.
Sounds good. And the first pitch to Caden Chandler is low for ball 1.
Looking to get something going with just 1 out. So Gibson got on with a bunt for a single, and the Bobcats are looking to move him over and hopefully score him.
This one, a major league pop-up to short center field, and going out on it is Landon Smith, the shortstop, on the second base or the first base side of second, and pretty much in straightaway center field with his back to the field made that catch.
That ball was in the air for a very long time.
That's one your center fielder has to call you off on that one. Because that almost dropped in. Very awkward catch for Landon Smith. So there's 2 away. Check on the runner at first, and back in safely is Gibson. Cooper holds the hand up for time. Now he's ready, and a step-off move again. Back without a slide is Gibson this time.
He poked one to first base his last at-bat. It was one of those almost defensive swings, so he didn't strike out. He was trying to protect that outside corner of the plate. Hit a ground ball to first base his last at-bat.
Now another throw from the catcher to first base, and back in safely is Gibson, as that one was high for ball 1. Yeah, it took a nice play by Richards at first to retire Cooper Keel the last time.
He hit it hard.
That one he takes for a strike. 2 down, runner at first. 1-1 count to Cooper Keel. Gibson takes his lead off first. That one low and away, and another snap throw, and Gibson got caught wandering a little bit, but able to slide back in around a tag.
It was really pretty, his little hook to come back in, but also, as a coach, Mike Jennings was probably over there like, hey, please get back. Don't make me yell at you.
We're going to go this time as the pitch was in the dirt, and if that is fielded cleanly by Smith or it doesn't fall out of his glove on the tag there, I think Gibson would have been nailed, but he gets the stolen base.
And that was a really, like if he would have caught that ball, that was a really kind of a cool tag that he tried to do. Would have been between the legs, mid-jump.
Yeah, Lohmann's throws down to second definitely have a tail to him back toward the first base side. Now time called, and pitcher and catcher will talk things over here in a 3-1 count. Bobcats looking to tie it after Palmyra scored 2 to take the lead in the top half of this inning. They've got 2 outs. Tying run out at second base, and Cooper Keel ahead in the count 3-1. Catcher back behind the plate. Tallman ready from the stretch. He delivers, and that one's in the dirt and back to the screen. Cooper will take first. And over to third base is Zach Gibson on the wild pitch.
That brings in Cody Pogue, and he struck out his last at bat. Struck out swinging.
Looking to drive one in here. And he'll go down and talk to Coach Matt Jane in the third base box. Short conversation. Now he's ready. Tallman's ready. Runners take their leads off of first and third. And this one is inside outed, and I think that's going to be almost a swinging bunt to tie the game. Now they've got the runner caught in a rundown. Keel falls down and is tagged out to end the inning. But a run comes in for the Bobcats on an RBI. Just an odd swing from Cody Pogue.
Got tied up and sawed off on the inside part of his bat.
We're tied at 2 after 3 full. Back with the fourth after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Ink Therapy and Body Piercing, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, PJ Salon, and Tim Carter, candidate for mayor.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Just an odd sequence to end the last half inning with the runners at first and third. The runner was going off of first with the pitch. That was Cooper Keel. And the pitch just sawed off. I mean, it was right in on the hands of Cody Pogue. He fought it, and it just died in front of shortstop. And the shortstop was actually covering second for the steal attempt.
Yes.
And so it's a hit all the way, but then Cooper Keel keeps going after the run had scored, and the runner or the batter was safe at first. He got caught between second and third, falls down, and is eventually tracked down by the third baseman Goodwin to end the inning. So just an odd sequence, but we're tied at 2. It's a brand new ball game heading into the fourth.
And that brings in, let's see who that is for Palmyra.
There's a strike called on the first pitch to the cleanup hitter, Adam Goodwin.
Yep.
0-1. And the next is just off the corner there. Pretty good pitch. And Goodwin leaning out, but called a ball. The 1-1 is fouled back this way. And the count goes to a ball and 2 strikes.
So Goodwin had a fly ball to second base his last at bat. But that first time through the lineup pretty well. I mean, Fisher had Palmyra tied up. It was until Lundberg that there was no hits.
Yep. 2-2 as that one misses outside. And the next on its way. This one grounded to the shortstop. Pogue stays with it. Throw is over in time. 6-3 on the putout, and the first man is retired for the Panthers here in the top of the 4th inning. I'm going to bring in the pitcher, Ethan Twellman, for the second time.
Always good to have that recovery ground ball after the error from the last inning. So Pogue had that error at shortstop in the inning prior to this.
That one just misses outside on the first pitch to Twellman.
But
excuse me,
that
to Tallman.
That recovery is always nice to have that come back and fielded cleanly and got the out.
This one lifted into short left, and that'll drop in, kind of in no man's land, and it's a 1-out single for Tallman.
Pogue went out after it, and Gibson. Is that Gibson out there?
Yep.
Yep, Gibson, because I can tell because how dirty he is. He was everywhere on the field and diving and trying to get back to bags. And
eventually scored the tying run.
He did.
That'll bring in Nolan Richards.
Pays off to be dirty.
Nolyn, Nolan Richards.
An odd way of spelling it. I can't say that I dislike it. It's just different.
Uh-huh. Definitely in the last 20 years using that Y instead of other
Some
vowels.
things have changed, yeah. Changing of the spelling of names. So 1 out, runner at first base.
First pitch was a ball. That one outside, 2-0. As this game is tied at 2 in the top of the 4th inning. Bowling Green single runs in the 2nd and 3rd. Palmyra got both their runs in the top of the 3rd.
But this game is moving quickly.
Yes, it is.
Both sides are
getting right to work as that's a strike called. Both Fisher and Tallman, his counterpart, working quickly on top of the hill.
They're working effectively.
Keeping it close to the zone, that's for sure.
Fisher does not have a walk.
Goes off speed, locked up the knees, and gets the strike call.
Fisher does not have a walk today, so he's been throwing primarily strikes. Tallman has a walk, 2 walks actually, and he's hit a batter.
Excuse me, swing. And that's a strikeout of Nolan Richards.
That's his second strikeout of the day to Richards.
That swing was late and all sorts of a mess.
So second out of the inning, and that makes strikeout number 4 for Fisher.
Bring in Colby Cook. He's the second baseman. Where's number 20? Showing bunt, and it's bunted foul at the plate. Interesting.
With
he was
2 outs.
Yeah, he was definitely bunting for a hit there.
Yeah.
Trying to catch the defense napping and just put it on the wrong side of the lines. 0-1.
Just a little bit outside.
Pretty good pitch.
1-1.
Camden Fisher. Comes set, 1-1 delivery. After a little pause, is on its way, and this one is grounded to the shortstop. Played through the legs of Pogue. Didn't stay down on it. He kind of looked up to see where the runner was and commits his second error of the afternoon, and now there's runners at first and second with 2 down.
It almost looked like he fielded it cleanly from here, and then all of a sudden it was like the oh no face, and then we saw that it got through his legs pretty quickly after that.
Yeah, just bled through. It's like when a goalie looks behind him.
Yeah. It was that oh no moment, like there's a ball that just went through my legs.
Yeah. So a little more work that Fisher has to do here with runners at first and second, and he delivers a ball on the first pitch to Lundberg.
So that is 2 errors today for Cody Pogue at shortstop.
Swinging a miss. Evens the count at 1-1. Whenever I hear the name Lundberg, I think of the movie Office Space. No?
No.
Is that one before your time? Oh, it's a great movie.
I feel like I haven't watched it.
That was the boss's name, Bill Lundberg. And now another balk called. And again, the runners go to second and third on the balk. This is exactly what happened last inning before the error by the shortstop brought in 2.
So a little bit of a reverse here. So now we have a balk here in the 4th inning. Again.
Just like the top of the 3rd. 1-1 count. And this one is nubbed. Foul on the first base line and finally touched by Twellman. He couldn't keep it in his glove, but he touched it, which completes the foul ball call. And it's 1-2. Now you're a pitch away from getting out of this.
Pressure is still on. You have runners at second and third base with 2 outs. Pitch count is up to 60 for Fisher.
It's nice that they have that on the scoreboard
I know.
running.
I'm really bad at counting. Even if I have like something in front of me, I'm bad at counting. So
A 1-2 pitch. Ooh, strike 3 called. He got him.
strikeout number 5.
And that leaves 2 aboard. So they get the out this time, and no damage is done. We're still tied at 2. Bowling Green coming up in the bottom of the 4th on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by La Crosse Lumber in Louisiana, Meyer Implement Company, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MercBK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102, brought to you by Mike's Tire and Service Center, Veolia Landscape Supply, and A Taste of Philly.
2-2 our scores. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning here at Bowling Green High School. The Bobcats and the Palmyra Panthers all tied up.
It's Niemeyer, Twellman, Feldman for the Bobcats.
And Niemeyer did some manufacturing earlier in this ball game, did he not?
He got on base with a walk, and then he did a little bit of base stealing and scored on a pass ball. So he was the first run of the ball game.
That was before Bowling Green even had a hit. They were up 1-0, but now it's tied at 2 here as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, and Bowling Green's had their leadoff man on in every inning so far. And a ball inside on the first pitch to Niemeyer. Long look from Tallman. Now from the full wide he delivers. Showed bunt, pulled back, took ball 2. That one was in the dirt.
Niemeyer has some speed, so if he gets on, Bowling Green has the potential of putting another run on the board.
The 2-0 offering is called a high strike. And it's 2-1. One more on its way. That bounces in the dirt. 3 balls and a strike to Niemeyer. who's been ahead in the count all day today, so I haven't been able to use my joke that his middle name is 0-1 or 0-2. It's bad. Those are dad jokes.
I think it's so funny, though.
3-1 the count to Niemeyer. He swings and misses, and the count goes full.
Lohmann's had to do a little bit of work behind the plate.
He's not a bad catcher.
No.
If he can fix that tail on his throws, he'd be elite at the high school level. Swing and a miss as Tallman comes back and gets Niemeyer on the strikeout.
Now batting.
So he's ahead 3-1, and
Adam
Tallman comes back and gets the K, and that'll bring in Adam Twellman, and that's the first time that Bowling Green has not gotten the leadoff man on today.
That is the 6th strikeout for the Bobcats today, so they are struggling at the plate.
This one grounded towards the shortstop. Smith charging in, up with it, throw over in time. And there's quickly 2 away.
Tolman tried to leg it out. He was just a little too slow.
Good line taken on it by Landon Smith at short. Kind of.
He has good feet work. He's taken some pretty good routes, and he's come across that bag ready for some throws down, and he's done pretty well at the shortstop position.
He curled around that ball and got himself positioned toward first base before he even fielded it. There's a strike called on the first pitch to DJ Feldman.
And he seems pretty well paced in his time. Like, he knows how much time he has, which is really, really good for a shortstop to know, because sometimes they try to rush it and they just gun the ball, and sometimes it ends in the dugout.
Yeah.
You had like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Not really, but you had like 3 minutes. Take your time.
Exactly. That one was over the head of Feldman to even the count at 1-1. And the next from Tallman, taking his time here against DJ, and that one's in the dirt. Back to the screen. 2 balls and a strike.
Feldman struck out swinging his last at bat. So he's one of the 6 strikeout victims today.
Tallman has not had a 1-2-3 inning. And he won't have it here either, as that one's down the line and fair in left field. Cut off nicely by Shannon, and that'll hold Feldman to a single. He made a long turn. But that was just a good play by Shannon out there to cut that off.
Very good play. I was thinking double all the way at that point. That was cut off very, very well.
Alex Miller.
So a 2-out hit, and that'll bring in Alex Miller, the designated hitter. As Bowling Green looking for a little 2-out magic here.
Miller put the ball in play. His last at bat was a ground ball to the second baseman for the 3rd out of the inning.
And there's a strike called on the first pitch to Miller.
So Feldman over at first base for the Bobcats. Tallman is up to 59 pitches.
Strike called, 0-2. As Miller has taken strikes on the first 2 pitches. Give them a lot of room down that third base line, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
0-2. Reaching. And hits it to the shortstop. Smith's throw over, and on the tag, no, they say he missed the tag. Everybody's safe. Boy, I'd argue that he got him with the tag.
Yeah, I would say so. I think they're gonna ask the home plate umpire, because to me it looked like he got him. It looked like Richards made a great tag over there at first base.
Yeah,
he had to come off the bag. From that throw from Smith. And he didn't really have to come off the bag too much, but it was enough that he had to make the tag.
They're going to stick with the call. The home plate umpire was looking at third base. And now there's runners at the corners, and we'll have to call that E6, won't we? Since the throw was offline.
Off the bag, yes.
And now Lohmann is going to call everyone in to talk about this. We'll take a quick break here. Runners at the corners, 2 outs for Bowling Green here in the bottom of the 4th inning on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Ink Therapy and Body Piercing, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, PJ Salon, and Tim Carter, candidate for mayor.
Bundle at Pike County Mutual Insurance and save. Ask about the great rates on your personal vehicle, farm trucks, big or small, or even your motorcycle and side-by-sides. Stop by and see myself, Corey Buchanan, or Kathy Gam at your hometown insurance company since 1895. Pike County Mutual Insurance on the square in Bowling Green.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a Taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A Taste of Philly, Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Big spot for the Bobcats here. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. The conference is over. Tallman back on top, and the batter will be Zach Gibson, who bunted for a hit. Bowling Green's first hit of the afternoon, his last time up. He fouls this one back to the screen, 0-1.
Gibson has some speed. He likes to mess with the pitcher. He likes to get dirty. He likes to steal some bases. So if he can knock a run in and then get on, the Bobcats have some potential to get more runs.
Swing and a miss. Big cut from Gibson there, and it's 0-2. Runners at the corners both take their leads. Tallman looking to retire Gibson here. The 0-2 pitch, reaching and stays alive. Actually, that one's going to stay in play and in foul territory. Richards makes a nice play toward the fence to retire the side. That looked like it was going to go 30 rows deep when it came off the bat, but it is tracked down by the first baseman, Richards, and 2 runners are stranded here, and this game remains tied at 2. Palmyra coming up as we head to the 5th on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by La Crosse Lumber in Louisiana, Meyer Implement Company, and Lynn's Heritage House.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
New pitcher for the Bobcats is DJ Feldman takes over, moving in from his second base spot. And they just switched spots. So Fisher stays in the game.
So he's at second base. Yep. So Fisher finished the day with 5 strikeouts. So not a bad outing. And then 2 runs were given up today.
He'll get both unearned.
Both unearned, yes. That is the important part. 2 unearned runs.
He'll get a no decision as the game is tied here, heading to the 5th. He was over 60 pitches. I know sophomores, the pitch count's lower, recovery time's higher, so get him out early in a 2-2 game. It looks like there's action in the Palmyra bullpen as their first baseman, Nolan Richards, is out there warming up, it looks like. 0-0.
Because Tallman got into that 60 pitch count too, so that puts him. I think Tallman is.
There's a strike called on the first pitch to the leadoff man, number 9 hitter Braden Shannon. Next from Feldman, in for a strike. He's just cooking it in there right now. Here it is. Catch up with it.
Feldman is a senior.
0-2. Bounce that one in. Ball and 2-strike count. Two ball game. That one misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Shannon, his last at bat, he hit a line drive to left field for an out. Gibson kind of ran in. Had to run back out.
There's a swing and a miss. And a strikeout, the first batter Feldman sees. Shannon is retired. We go back to the top of the order. For Alex Wilson, the center fielder. What's Wilson done today?
Wilson hit a ground ball to second base for an out, and then there was an error at third base, and that was a ground ball, and so he reached on error.
And takes a ball to start his third at bat in the first against DJ Feldman. From the full line, Feldman delivers. This one is lifted.
Out of play. It's going to go down by the bullpen, and it rolls down the hill.
I've seen a ball caught almost in that area over the fence before. It broke the top of the fence, but
was it last year? Right City.
Yeah, that
right?
actually ended the game. Yeah,
I remember that.
That was their starting pitcher had moved to first base and made that wild catch.
I believe that I think he's there still this year.
Yeah, I think he is.
I think he was a junior last year.
Swing and a miss, evens the count at 2-2, as that was all sorts of heat from Feldman to Wilson.
A good mix, Feldman and Fisher here. I think Fisher had some pretty good movement. Feldman has a little bit more speed. Good 1-2 punch for the Bobcats.
Full count as the last one missed low. Reaching, and this one is lifted into right, moving over, and making the catch is Walker Chandler out in right field for the second out.
Kind of floated to that one and made the grab, made it look really easy.
That'll bring in Alex Lohmann, the catcher. And he'll head down the third baseline, talk to his head coach.
Lohmann reached on error his last at bat. And before that, he had a strikeout.
So 0 for 2 today. And Feldman's pitch in on his hands and fouled back to the screen for strike one.
A defensive swing there.
That just kept riding in on him.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to be hit by those.
No.
Let it hit the bat.
Yeah, a lot of little bones in those hands.
It hurts. It does. It hurts more when it's colder outside, though. So, if you're going to get hit today, yeah.
As Feldman overcooked that one, almost put it in the grass ahead of the home plate area. Evens the count at 1-1. Gets the baseball back, and he's ready for the 1-1 pitch.
Looks like Richards is ready to go for the Panthers.
Outside, 2 balls and a strike. So we'll see if they make that move at the top of the inning or wait until Tallman gets in a little trouble. Check swing and strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, base is empty and 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Tied at 2 here at Bowling Green High School, Bowling Green and Palmyra. That one misses outside and back-to-back 3-2 counts for the new Bowling Green pitcher. The 3-2 pitch outside, and it's a 2-out walk. So Lohmann goes down to first base, on base for the second time today. That'll bring in Landon Smith.
That is the first walk issued by Bowling Green's pitching staff. So, not too bad.
Well, they just got to keep him standing there at first base. Pitch to Smith, outside, 1-0. Runner at first, 2 down. Long look from Feldman. Now he's set, kicks and delivers. This one is lifted to left, and it will go foul. As the tails actually hit the outfield fence. What about 10-foot foul?
For the longest time, it looked like it was actually going to stay in fair territory. It wasn't until, I don't know, probably the last 20, 30 feet.
You got a better look at that than I did.
Yeah, the last 20, 30 feet, it started to tail.
Out in front of it and put a little pole on that ball. 1-1 pitch from Feldman. On its way. And misses outside. 2-1. Top of the 5th inning. Bowling Green looking for that third out.
Smith is the 3-hole hitter. He struck out his last at bat, so he's looking to redeem himself here for the Panthers.
That one missed high. 3-1 the count to number 1, Landon Smith. Feldman's pitch outside. Back-to-back walks here with 2 outs. Palmyra has just hung around, put together 2-out rallies a couple of times.
They're just taking it where they can get it.
They capitalized once, were stopped last inning with runners at 2nd and 3rd. As Pogue comes in and tells Feldman, calm down, we still got this. Ground ball anywhere, they can get an out. That brings in Adam Goodwin. That one on the corner for strike 1. That's what he's been looking to get all inning long.
Trying to find that corner. He started off the inning finding it pretty quickly and often. And
the 0-1. 1-1 as that one just missed a little bit high. Was still on that corner.
And that's been called a strike a few times today. Probably wanted that one.
1-1 offering. Called a ball, delayed steal, and now they've got the man caught in a rundown. He is in a pickle in between 2nd and 3rd. Stumbles, low throw, and the catcher, did he tag him? Yes, he did. The put out finally by Cooper Keel in between 2nd and 3rd base to end the inning. So a caught stealing here to end the top of the 5th. It's time to stretch at Bowling Green High School. Bobcats coming up, tied with the Panthers at 2 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Ink Therapy and Body Piercing, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, PJ Salon, and Tim Carter, candidate for mayor.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
One multi-sports complex in Bowling Green is your year-round indoor facility to get your softball and baseball work in. Call Courtney at 573-324-2193 or Matthew at 573-324-8282 to schedule an appointment and to inquire about memberships. One multi-sports complex just off VFW Road in Bowling Green.
The area's best coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Pike County Health Department, home health and hospice and all parts.
Tallman back out there for the bottom of the 5th inning. Ready is Richards if Ethan Tallman gets in any trouble. Bowling Green looking for a late run. They'll do it from the top of the order. Walker Chandler, Caden Chandler, Cooper Keel. 1, 2, and 3 if anyone gets on. Pogue will bat.
So the top of the lineup looking to do something for the Bobcats. Chandler has been hit by a pitch. He struck out. Caden Chandler, strikeout, fly out. Cooper Keel, ground ball, walk. So looking to be productive here. Trying to put some runs on the board. This is one of their lower scoring games so far.
Yeah, they had the 3-2 against Ellsbury. But in each of their other 2 games, they put 13 on the board.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a Palmyra team that has allowed double digits in each of their 4 losses. Throw goes down. We're ready to go. So this is by far the best day so far for the Palmyra Panthers. And you knew they'd get up for a game at Bowling Green.
Yeah.
Number 5, Walker Chandler.
So Walker Chandler, the leadoff man, leads things off here in the home half of the 5th. Tallman steps off. Time called at the plate. Now everyone's ready, and from the full wind, he delivers, and that ball back to the screen. as Chandler jumps ahead in the count.
Tallman is at 62 pitches.
Yeah, he's been efficient today.
Yeah.
The 1-0. Outside 2-0.
He has 6 strikeouts on the day. He's been effective. He's really had Bowling Green tied up. I mean, I wouldn't say that there's anybody that's really tagged him.
Yeah. That one misses low and away, and it's 3-0 to the leadoff man, Walker Chandler. And the next, and he walked him on 4 straight. Leadoff man on for the 4th time in 5 innings. And that will be it for Ethan Tallman as Nolan Richards will come in from first base. So a pitching change. Well, no, he's actually going back to first base is Richards.
He just assumed.
Yeah. Well, he was ready. He warmed up between innings.
He was. He was ready, and coach says, no, I'm going to talk. Go back.
Yeah.
Give him another batter or something.
Short conversation.
Yeah.
Just pitcher and manager. That's the first visit this inning, second visit of the ball game. So Caden Chandler will take on Tallman. Here in the bottom of the 5th, he pulls back a bunt, and now they've got the runner in a rundown, and he steals second anyway. Delayed steal. They never even got the rundown going.
So Walker Chandler took advantage of that, saw as they were throwing back behind him, and he decided he was going to go. Worked out well for him. Head dive into second base, and he was safe.
And we've got a man in scoring position now, and that one goes back to the screen. They're not going to advance the runner this time. It got a big bounce back to Lohmann, but the count goes to 2-0.
Hit off the backstop pretty hard, so.
It's concrete covered in rubber.
Smart move by Chandler. Tallman trying to settle in here.
Wants a new baseball. Bowling Green with single runs in the 2nd and 3rd. Both runs for Palmyra came in the top of the 3rd inning. As that one misses outside, and it's 3-0.
Not where Lohmann wanted it.
Tallman has not thrown a strike here in this bottom of the 5th inning. And he misses with that one, and both Chandlers walk on 4 pitches.
So consecutive walks.
Now batting.
Got to bring in Cooper Keel, and Palmyra asking for trouble. It just looks like Tallman is gassed at this point.
Keel had a ground ball his first at bat, and then a walk his second at bat. So
took something off, got the strike. He jumps ahead of Cooper Keel.
Runner in scoring position for the Bobcats.
That one's outside, 1-1. 2-2 our score, bottom of the 5th inning. First and second, nobody out. And the 1-1 pitch to Cooper Keel heads to the plate. Ooh. Tailed inside, but called a strike. Now Keel down 1-2.
Walker Chandler at second base, Caden Chandler at first base, Cooper Keel at the plate.
1-2 pitch, set up way outside, and the count even at 2-2. That one bounced in. Nice stop by Lohmann.
Having to do a little work back there.
2-2 count with 2 aboard. Outside again, count goes full. Both Walker Chandler and Caden Chandler walked to start this inning. Now a 3-2 pitch to Cooper Keel. Grounded toward the hole and through the shortstop. 1 run's going to come in. That'll be it as Walker Chandler scores on an RBI hit by Cooper Keel. Just found a hole, puts Bowling Green ahead for the first time since the bottom of the 2nd inning.
Keel found a hole, and
Now
that ball
15, Cody.
was hit into left field. It was right up that 5-6 hole, and Smith tried to get a glove on it, but he didn't get there in time, didn't get down low enough to get a glove on it.
If he's playing, if there's no runner at second base.
He has that.
Yeah. But he
He
had
was
a lot of ground
shifted
to
over,
cover.
and yep,
Ball on the first pitch to Pogue.
pretty big hole.
That one catches the corner, 1-1. Three-two Bowling Green. You're in the bottom of the fifth inning. Still holding that runner. Now Caden Chandler at second base. And they've got him picked off and thrown into center field. Oh, my. And it's past the center fielder. A run's going to come in. The runner at first, Keel's going to go all the way to third as Caden Chandler scores. And it's an error on the pitcher. He just threw that right into right center field. My goodness. Things kind of falling apart for Tallman and the Panthers here in the home half of the fifth inning. Runner at third now, nobody out.
So he's up to 80 pitches now. 4-2. Bobcats
Outside.
lead.
And the count goes to 2-1 to Cody Pogue.
Keel's at third base. Cody Pogue. Umpire was gesturing to the field umpire.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the
I don't know what the
call
gesture
was there.
was.
There's
Yeah.
a swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at third, nobody out. 2 ball, 2 strike count to Cody Pogue. And got it on the corner for a strikeout, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the fifth inning. It'll bring in Owen Niemeyer.
Now batting, number 30, Owen Niemeyer.
And that'll be it for Tallman. As the first baseman Richards goes to the dugout to change gloves. He'll be the new pitcher. The pitcher of record is Tallman. He gives up a pair of runs here, 1 earned in the bottom of the fifth inning. Bowling Green now leading by 2, 4-2. We'll take a break as they warm up the new pitcher on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by La Crosse Lumber in Louisiana, Meyer Implement Company, and Lynn's Heritage House.
La Crosse Lumber Company in Louisiana is your one-stop shop for all things handy, including building materials, paint, windows, doors, electrical supplies, hardware items, and more. From home construction to DIY projects to home renovations, La Crosse Lumber Company in Louisiana offers a wide variety of products and services sure to meet your residential and commercial needs. Stop in today and mention Bulldog Athletics for 15% off your purchase. Visit La Crosse Lumber in Louisiana, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873.
Go where the herd goes with the fast, durable Kubota Sidekick, featuring a gas-powered engine that delivers a top speed of 40 miles per hour, best-in-class acceleration and handling with cargo, and the strength to haul what needs hauling, all backed by a 2-year, 1,000-hour warranty. Herd cattle, mend fences, and get every job done right with the Kubota Sidekick. Visit your local Kubota dealer today. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Meyer Implement Company in Bowling Green and Monroe City. We appreciate your business.
Lynn's Heritage House isn't your average senior living facility. At Lynn's, residents have an abundance of social and recreational activities, including trips to the Twin Pike Family YMCA, numerous craft projects, and even the occasional day trip around Pike County. As a resident, you can enjoy the same independent lifestyle you've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing that help is available when needed. For more information, visit Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana, or online at lynnsheritage.com.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Let's check the changes for Palmyra. Richards comes in from first base to be the new pitcher. Tallman, I believe, is out of the ball game. The left fielder, Braden Shannon, comes in to play first base, and the new left fielder is Hunter Wilson. He wears number 24. I believe that's all the changes. I was paying attention while we were at break.
I was dancing to the music.
The music has begun this afternoon.
Yes, it has.
At Bowling Green High School, is everyone looks like they're ready for the first batter to come and see Nolan Richards, and that first batter is going to be Owen Niemeyer. And this looks like it's going to be power versus power here.
Runners still at third base for the Bobcats.
One down. Two have come across in the inning. Here for the Bobcats to take a 4-2 lead. Richards, beefy pitcher. Where's number 00?
That's a good term.
He's a big boy.
He is a big boy.
And he delivers a ball high on the first pitch to Owen Niemeyer.
Niemeyer is 0 for 1 at the plate tonight. He had a walk and a strikeout.
Cooper Keel at third. And that one bounces in. 2-0. Pair have crossed. Chandler and Chandler both scored. This one lifted.
Might stay in fair territory.
It looks like it's in no man's land, but foul.
Oh, it's right on the line, but yes, foul.
About 4 inches foul in between the first baseman and right fielder. Count goes to 2-1. And Niemeyer, the long trot back to the batter's box. I don't think he wanted that hit anyway.
No.
Although it would have put Bowling Green up by 3.
Yeah, it would have given them extended their lead, which is good. And it would have given him an RBI. Made him 1 for 2.
But he wants to put a charge into one and hits one into right center. Moving over on it is Wilson. Runner tags, throw is cut off, and it's 5-2. You got to let that one go through with the bases empty.
I wonder
no
why.
No reason to cut that one off.
I wonder if Lohmann called for that to be cut off, or.
So it's 5-2 on an RBI sac fly by Niemeyer, and Twellman will dig in with the bases empty and 2 down. (5-2) Bowling Green. Well below their 9-run average, but they'll take a 3-run lead here late against Palmyra. This one is inside outed, and it will be a foul ball at first. As Twellman wasn't sure if that one was going to stay in foul territory or bounce back fair.
He was hustling either way, trying to make a base hit out of it.
I think if that goes fair, Shannon can just stand on the line and wait for Twellman to run into him. They want a new baseball with the count at 0-1. Richards in relief of Tallman. Gets a sign he likes, kicks and delivers, and that's called a strike on the outside corner. 0-2.
A little off speed from his last delivery.
Here's the next from Richards. Swing and a miss, and the inning comes to a close as Twellman goes down swinging. We head to the 6th inning. The Bobcats have pulled ahead of Palmyra 5-2 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Ink Therapy and Body Piercing, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, PJ Salon, and Tim Carter, candidate for mayor.
Hi, this is Jenny Elliott with Ink Therapy and Body Piercing in Bowling Green. I am a Missouri State licensed tattoo artist, and I am also licensed in body piercing. It's the perfect time of year to get your tattoos so they are healed to show off this spring and summer. Let us make your vision a reality and create something that you will love. Message the Ink Therapy and Body Piercing Facebook page to schedule your appointment today. Ink Therapy and Body Piercing on the Square in Bowling Green.
Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic knows that getting the best care for your pet is a top priority. They strive to provide the greatest quality medical and surgical care for our furry companions. Their newly expanded and remodeled facility, with accommodations for comprehensive inpatient hospital care and complete outpatient care, allows the friendly and knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic to keep your pet healthy and safe so the whole family can cheer on our area teams.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
To the 6th inning here at Bowling Green High School. Mark Ruddick, Maddie Ingram getting ready for the 2nd inning of work for relief pitcher DJ Feldman, who actually is now the pitcher of record. The starter, Fisher, gets a no decision. And it'll be for the Panthers, the 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Goodwin starts things off.
Goodwin had a ground ball to shortstop his last at bat, and he was thrown out at first base, and a fly ball to second base, and he was thrown out, or that ball was caught. So
he was up to bat last inning when the runner was caught stealing. And a swing and a miss. Goes after some high heat.
Feldman already has 1 strikeout in his 1 inning of work. So he's
0-1.
Been successful.
Outside, 1-1. And the next from DJ to the plate. And misses high. 2 balls and a strike.
At the top of the zone. Just a little bit. But Goodwin's pretty tall.
Not that tall.
Not
that
that
one
tall.
goes up and in. And the count goes to 3 balls and a strike because that one got away from Feldman a little bit. So he has work to do here with the leadoff man in the top of the 6th. 3 balls, 1 strike. And again, he goes up and in, and it's a leadoff walk.
So that is the 3rd walk issued by DJ Feldman. And technically it's the 3rd walk in a row.
So Tallman stays in, I guess, to DH. That's what the scorecard kind of indicated would happen before this game began. So now DHing for the left fielder, and missing high is Feldman. 5 straight out of the zone.
So having some trouble finding the zone is DJ Feldman. Tallman, he grounded out, and he had a fly to left field. And it was shallow, and it was between Cody Polk and Zach Gibson, and it just fell in for a single.
Chandler was charging in from 3rd for a bunt, and instead Feldman stepped off. Showing bunt again, pitch a strike, and then looked like Keel was going to try a snap throw and lost the grip on the ball. 1-1 the count. To Tallman. Feldman's pitch on its way. Swinging away at this one. Comes up empty. Does Tallman, and he's in the hole 1-2.
Fisher's covering the bag, and he runs back.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out and a runner at first. The next runner goes, and this one's lifted into short center field. Coming in on it is Niemeyer. He makes the catch. Throw back to first is high and late, but the runner will not advance. That's the first out.
Trollman did a great job of getting to that ball because it could have rolled actually into the dugout the way that it was rolling.
So the batter will be the new pitcher, Nolan Richards, with a runner aboard and 1 out. Niemeyer covered a lot of ground to get to that short
he did.
Pop into center field.
He was on his horse.
Well, that's not fair to have a horse. There's a ball on the first pitch to Richards.
We never said Bowling Green played fair. Richards has struck out both times.
I think all the other schools just agreed with you. I don't know. Up high, 2-0. Richards ahead in the count. Runner at first is Goodwin. He's not really a threat to run. This one is lifted foul and out of play. And the count goes to 2 balls and a strike.
Feldman's battling despite having some trouble finding the zone. He is throwing balls that are in the zone. Typically he's getting people to swing and foul them off or put the ball in play.
Be a nice spot for a double play.
Oh, yeah.
That one called a strike. Evens things up at 2-2. That's the first time he's given him low and away as a strike.
Kind of perked DJ up a little bit.
Yeah.
Saw him kind of jump and like get a little giddy, like, hey, I wanted that pitch. Thank you. Can you call it again?
See if he goes back to that spot.
Tried.
High. And the count goes to 3 balls and 2 strikes. See if they do a little running here with 1 out on a 3-2 pitch. Strike him out, throw him out would work for a double play as well. 3-2. Strike 3 called. First base is occupied, so the batter can't advance, and that's the second out.
So 3 strikeouts on the day for Richards. So he struck out every time he was at the plate. But that is the second strikeout that Feldman has racked up for the day.
That'll bring in Colby Cook with a runner at first now and 2 down. Goodwin led off with a walk. And there's a strike called, and now Feldman is settled down and gotten the last 2 retired on a fly out and a strikeout. The 0-1. Make it 0-2. Good job framing that by Cooper Keel.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a lost art before long if MLB goes to robot umpires.
Oh, my
framing
gosh.
a pitch. It's going to be a thing of the past. That one just misses. Ball and 2 strikes. Catcher will become a very bland position.
That and, I mean, it's not any fun to yell at a computer.
Yeah.
Whose feelings am I going to hurt?
I know my wife finds it very cathartic to yell at a computer. But
I've heard.
2-2.
She likes to spill Mountain Dew on it.
Yeah.
Maybe an accident, but is it really?
She knows I'll bring it back, however bad it is. 2-2 the count. Runner advanced. And this one is nubbed back to the pitcher. Feldman up with it. Throw to first is in time. And they get the runner at first base to retire the side. Bowling Green heading to the bottom of the 6th leads the Palmyra Panthers 5-2 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lacrosse Lumber in Louisiana, Meyer Implement Company, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Great hair doesn't happen by chance. It happens by an appointment with PJ Salon. Make your appointment today and look your absolute best. PJ Salon in the Raintree Mall in Louisiana is your full-service salon, offering manicures, pedicures, tanning, and much more. Gift certificates for your someone special are always available, and walk-ins are welcome at PJ Salon. You may have 99 problems, but your hair doesn't have to be one of them. PJ Salon in Louisiana.
Farmers, the crew at Mike's Tire and Service Center is here to serve you. They know the hours you put in, which makes it difficult to get that equipment in for service. Therefore, they offer on-the-farm tire repairs. Hi folks, my name is Cody Kirkendall, Mike's Tire and Service Center, located on Business Highway 61 in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports is on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Memorial Hospital and Cellular and Satellite Center.
5-2 Bowling Green leads as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning here at Bowling Green High School.
Feldman, Miller, Gibson for the Bobcats.
The pitcher, DH, and left fielder, the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Bobcats.
Feldman had a single that was a line drive to left field his last at bat. I thought it was going to be a double, but it was cut off very, very well by the left fielder Shannon for the Palmyra Panthers. So, for me, probably would have been a single.
And we'll see if he does that again now with Hunter Wilson out in left field and Shannon at first base. If he goes for 2, or
They're still playing him pretty shallow. I
Yeah,
mean,
they are.
he roped that ball down the line his last at bat. Check
little
swing on this
half
one.
swing, yeah, and this one is going to be caught by dropped it last second. It was in the glove of Lundberg, and he kind of got torqued into the ground.
And he kind of rolled over it. I don't think if he would have not rolled over his glove, I think that he would have had that ball caught.
I still call that a base hit just
Yeah.
because of the amount of ground that was covered by Lundberg to even get to that ball. That was a big effort and just came up empty on the follow-through. So that brings in Alex Miller. With a runner at first and nobody out, he's showing bunt. And he gets a good one down to the third base side, and everybody's going to be safe. Miller bunts for a hit, and the first 2 have reached.
Richards is kind of arguing with his teammates about whose ball that was.
Well, I think the third baseman was late breaking in.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
When
there's
things
really
don't
not
go
much
well,
other. Yeah.
He's a fiery guy.
He is. There's not much other else to say about that.
That was just a well-placed bunt is what that was. First 2 have reached, and a ball high on the first pitch to Zach Gibson. He's bunted for a hit. And the 1-0 pitch, showing bunt again, pulls back, and they call that a strike. That one was the farthest outside called a strike today. It was off the chalk. In the left-hand batter's box, 1-1 the count. And they're saying he didn't pull back in time. This one bunted foul, and it's 1-2.
Gibson was trying to push that one down the first baseline, it looked like, to try to move the base runners over.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out. Runners at first and second for the Bobcats, trying to add to a 5-2 lead. 1-2 to Gibson is strike 3 called. Got him looking. That's the first out. Brings us back to the top of the order for Walker Chandler. He scored the go-ahead run.
Walker Chandler.
Last inning. So the Bobcats scored 3 and took a 3-run lead.
That was the second strikeout of the day for Richards, and that was the first time that Gibson has struck out today.
Pickoff play at second base, and back in safely is Feldman.
Chandler drew a walk his last at bat, kind of created some chaos.
And another step off. Yes, it looks like Richards doesn't really want to take on the top of this Bowling Green order. Finally a pitch, and it's over the head of Walker Chandler for ball 1.
If Chandler wouldn't have squatted down, I think that ball probably would have hit his bat.
1 ball, no strikes. And the next is caught, lined out to first base, and they'll step on the bag for a double play. Good play by Brandon Shannon at first base, as it was a half swing. Caught by that first baseman who stepped on the bag and caught in no man's land were the Bobcats. So they get the first 2 on and unable to add to their 5-2 lead. We head to the 7th, last chance for the Panthers when we come back on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Ink Therapy and Body Piercing, Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic, PJ Salon, and Tim Carter, candidate for mayor.
Hello, Louisiana. My name is Tim Carter, and I'm running for Louisiana mayor this Tuesday, April 5th. I have over 20 years in public service with business experience, managing budgets, policies, and personnel. As a full-time mayor, I will have an open-door policy. Complacency in our local government has set in for far too long, and the old ways of doing things hasn't been working. Now is the time for our generation to take hold and lead the way with new ideas. I am ready, willing, and able now. I am asking for your help. Please vote for me Tim Carter.
Paid for by Tim Carter for Mayor Committee.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
So we head to the 7th inning. On to close it out is Cooper Keel. He comes out from behind the plate as Feldman moves back to second base. Fisher is out of the ball game, and the new catcher will be Rowan Milosevic. He wears number 48. So Cooper Keel on to close it out for the Bobcats as the throw goes down. We're ready for baseball here in the top of the 7th inning. And for the Panthers, it's going to be the 8, 9, and 1 hitters. It's not exactly where you want to be, trailing by 3, heading into your final at bat at the bottom of the order.
Not exactly where you want to be, but sometimes people have a strategy. They put some people who have some speed or who hit the ball at the bottom of the lineup so they can, when they get to the top of the lineup, they can turn it over.
And the bottom of the lineup hasn't exactly gone on an over today for Palmyra. So it'll be Lundberg,
Shannon, Wilson.
He's lucky he's still in one piece after kind of getting stuck on it, coming in on that fly ball into right last inning as he fouls one off to start this top of the 7th. 5-2 Bobcats.
Keel looking to seal the deal here for the Bobcats, pick up a win, keep them perfect in 2022.
That one off the plate and to the backstop. 1 ball, 1 strike. Bowling Green took a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 2nd inning. Palmyra came back with 2 runs in the top of the 3rd. Bowling Green tied it in the bottom of the 3rd and then scored 3 more times. In the bottom of the 5th inning as that one goes high, 2-1 to take a 5-2 lead here at home. Said in the pregame, this is the first time Bowling Green's actually played on a weekday. As this one's looped to the third baseman, 1 hop, throw over in time, and there's 1 away. As the leadoff man Lundberg is retired on a 1-hopper to Caden Chandler at third base.
Chandler is one of those players that tries to do the little things right, which is always fun to watch because you can see the fundamentals and the little things that he does. Very routine play, but he was fundamentally correct, and that's always fun.
First baseman Shannon takes a ball on the first pitch he sees. And back-to-back balls to start his at-bat here in the top of the 7th inning with the bases empty and 1 down. Number 9 hitter in this Palmyra Panther order. And takes a strike, 2-1. Cooper Keel, 3rd pitcher of the day for the Bobcats.
Shannon in his last at-bat struck out. Before that, he had a line drive to left field.
That caught the corner, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch from Cooper Keel is low, and the count goes full. He shakes those shoulders and heads back on top of the hill. It's a sign from Milosevic, and swing and a miss. That's strike 3 in the second out here in the top of the 7th inning. Final hope is the leadoff man Alex Wilson for Palmyra. He's the center fielder. Where's number 4? Long look from Cooper Keel. And a strike called on the first pitch. He went after that outside corner and got the call.
The Bowling Green dugout and the fans are getting louder.
0-1. Make it 0-2. Strike on the fastball right down the middle. No balls, 2 strikes, base is empty, 2 outs. Bobcats up 5-2. That one bounces at the plate, goes back to the screen. A 1-ball, 2-strike count to Alex Wilson. Gathered in by the on-deck hitter, Alex Lohmann. And now a step off by Keel. Now he's ready. The 1-2 pitch. Strike 3 called. This ball game comes to an end. Bowling Green wins it 5-2 over Palmyra. Pretty entertaining ball game here at Bowling Green High School. And it's win number 4 for Bowling Green. 0-5 are the Panthers. We'll be back with the postgame show after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up.
Is it time to renew, redo, or rebuild? I'm Christine Rutherford, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender, MLO number 421603, NMLS number 407724.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital. Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
Bowling Green wins this one, stays perfect. 5-2 the score over the Palmyra Panthers. Probably the best game Palmyra has played yet this season. But they've, again, we said it in the beginning, have faced some stiff competition to start this 2022 campaign. But the pitching really good for Bowling Green. First Fisher, then Feldman, who picked up the win, and then Cooper Keel to close things out. The only blemish was a couple of balks for the starter Fisher, and a couple of errors that led to those 2 runs.
Yeah, so there were a couple of balks and a couple of errors that led to those 2 runs, but overall the pitching staff did fantastic today for the Bowling Green Bobcats. They had 9 strikeouts as a unit, and they really did well with hitting that strike zone and making Palmyra swing the bat and put the ball into play. But they did their job, and they kept their team in the ball game, which is all you can ask from that pitching staff.
The Bobcats with a run in the bottom of the 2nd inning to take a 1-0 lead. Palmyra took advantage of a balk and a couple of errors to score 2 runs in the top of the 3rd. Bowling Green tied it in the bottom of the 3rd and then scored 3 more times in the bottom of the 5th to win this one by a 5-2 final. We'll take a break, wrap things up here from Bowling Green after this. A 5-2 Bowling Green victory over Palmyra on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by La Crosse Lumber in Louisiana, Meyer Implement Company, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Young Enterprises, Family Drug, and Brown's Smokehouse Meats.
5-2, the final. Bowling Green over Palmyra here at Bowling Green High School this afternoon. Mark Froenig, Manny Ingram wrapping things up here from Bowling Green. Maybe not the big hitting day we were expecting out of the Bobcats today, but they took advantage of a couple of mistakes by Palmyra and kind of messed with them a little bit. Delayed steals, get themselves caught or almost caught and run down. It was just a weird base running day, and the Bobcats used that aggressiveness to pull ahead.
Yeah, so the Bobcats struggled at the plate a little bit. They had 9 strikeouts today, so Tallman did his job. He really worked that outside corner, which was something I think the Bobcats really struggled with. They were kind of trying to just foul it off or try to do something with it, and that was something that they were struggling with. So when they did get base runners on, they were making Palmyra pay for it, and Palmyra was either throwing the ball around or just they were making them pay, and so that was effective for them, and that's how they got their runs, and eventually that's how they ended up on top today. So it may not have been that pretty win of 13-2 or whatever it is, but it worked out well, and it was a team win. It was a collective win for Bowling Green, and you got to win over Palmyra, which is not something that you could say for the last couple of years. It's something
they've had their back and forth, but it's always nice to get a win over Palmyra. That's for sure. If you're a Bowling Green fan, 5-2 our final. The Bobcats over the Panthers. We'll have more baseball for you, hopefully, if the rain holds off sometime later in the week. I think we're scheduled for something on maybe Friday or something like that, but we'll keep you informed on KJFM Radio and KJFMradio.com. For Maddie, I'm Mark. We'll see you for more baseball later in the week here on Eagle 102. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at KJFMradio.com, and on the KJFM Radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.